In a world that never stops striving, you've been told that peace lies somewhere ahead. After you've fixed enough, earned enough, understood enough. Every morning begins with motion, messages, goals, noise. The mind wakes before the body, already chasing something unseen. We run toward completion as though life were a puzzle missing one final piece. But the more we chase peace, the further it drifts. Seek first the kingdom, they said, and all these things will be added to you. Yet most of your life has been spent doing the opposite. You've sought the things first. The relationship, the income, the validation, the relief from anxiety, and wondered why the kingdom never arrived. You've chased what promised to fill you, and found only brief relief before the next emptiness. You've spent years trying to fix yourself, to become someone better, more confident, more peaceful, more in control. You believed peace was something to achieve, a finish line reached through effort and improvement. Every book, every affirmation, every goal-setting ritual promised to calm the storm. And for a time it worked. Moments of clarity appeared, then faded back into restlessness. It isn't because you failed. It's because you've been solving problems that only exist when the solver exists first. Loneliness needs a self who feels alone. Anxiety needs a self who fears the future. Even purpose needs a self who believes it's lost. You suffer not because life is cruel, but because thought has convinced you that you are separate from life. Right now you're not seeing the world as it is. You're seeing a projection, your mind's interpretation of light and memory. 11 million bits of information stream through your senses every second. You consciously process 40. The rest is filtered, simplified, stitched into a world your mind can survive in. Your experience is prediction, not direct perception. When you see a tree, your brain doesn't wait for proof. It predicts tree, then uses sight to confirm or correct the guess. You live in this constant loop of expectation. Your mind guesses, reality adjusts, and you call the dance me. Pain itself is prediction, so is joy, so is anger. Your emotions arise not from what happens, but from what your brain expects to happen. And at the center of it all is the greatest prediction of them all, the self. Each morning you wake and the story continues automatically. The brain says, I am this person. I have this past, these problems, these goals. The thought of I is an echo from yesterday that rebuilds itself every dawn. It isn't wrong. It's simply practical. A narrative the brain creates to make continuity possible. But somewhere along the way, the story forgot it was a story. You began defending it as truth. You believed the voice inside your head was you. The endless commentary, the judgments, the comparisons, they became your identity. But if you listen closely, you'll notice something profound. There is the voice that speaks, and there is the awareness that hears it. The voice changes with mood and memory. The awareness never does. That awareness is what you are. Throughout history, teachers have tried to describe this awakening. Some call it enlightenment. Some call it salvation. Others simply call it remembering. Buddha described the end of illusion. Jesus called it the kingdom within. Different words, same truth. You are not the contents of awareness. You are awareness itself. The body moves. The mind speaks, emotions rise and fade. But awareness and the silent space beneath every thought remains untouched. When you recognize this, life doesn't suddenly become perfect. It becomes clear. The search loses its urgency because what you sought was never missing. You've spent a lifetime searching for something you already are. Every desire, every craving, every moment of longing was the universe calling you home. You wanted love, but what you truly sought was freedom from the wall between you and love. You wanted peace, but what you truly wanted was to rest from the constant need to become. You wanted meaning, but what you truly longed for was to simply be. The miracle is not that you awaken, it's that you realize you were never asleep and only dreaming. When this is seen, you don't become enlightened. You stop pretending to be anything else. Awakening is not an escape from the world. It's seeing the world clearly for the first time. You still experience pain, joy, loss, and laughter in turn, but they no longer define you. You stop taking every emotion personally. You stop defending every opinion. You move through life not as a person trying to control the flow, but as the flow itself, spontaneous, effortless, alive. Decisions arise from stillness. Words appear from silence. Action flows without the weight of me. It's like the difference between fighting the ocean and remembering you are made of water. You are not the storm. You are the sky. And this sky, this kingdom of awareness, was never missing. It was only obscured by the clouds of thought. The mind will try to claim awakening as its own. It will say, I understand now, I am free. But freedom belongs to no one. It is what remains when no one claims it. So practice gentle humility, stay simple. Let awareness live your life. When anxiety appears, don't push it away. Watch it arise, exist, and fade. When joy appears, let it pass too, and without clinging. This watching, this effortless seeing is prayer in its purest form. At first, awakening feels extraordinary, like stepping into a world you never knew existed. Then slowly you realize it's the most ordinary thing of all. You still do the dishes. You still answer messages. You still feel tired sometimes. But underneath everything is a quiet joy, a subtle knowing that nothing needs to change. Life continues, but the struggle to control it ends. You begin to notice small wonders again. Sunlight on your hands, laughter in a stranger's voice, the silence between breaths. Each moment reveals itself as a piece of eternity. The kingdom of awareness is not a place you reach. It's the space you've never left. It reveals itself the moment you stop trying to earn it. When you stop searching for meaning, meaning flows through you. When you stop chasing love, love expresses itself through you. When you stop fighting reality, life begins to carry you effortlessly. You realize that every failure, every heartbreak, every restless night was part of the same sacred unfolding that brought you here. It was never punishment, only invitation. You've walked through thought, through illusion, through the dream of being someone separate, and now standing still you can finally see. The kingdom of awareness isn't somewhere you go. It's what's left when you stop going anywhere. When you stop chasing, when you stop believing every thought, when you stop defending the idea of me, you awaken to what has always been here. A still, luminous presence that watches all things come and go without ever being touched. Seek first that and you'll see. Everything else will follow.